In this module, I want to look at the basic features of our landing page for the course. Landing page has 4 widgets. On the right-hand side here, we have the instructor profile with my name, my email address, office hour days and times, and a link to the Zoom office hour. Below that, we have a CSULB student resources widget. I've modified it a bit, but you probably won't even look at it during this very, very short 15-day term. On the left-hand side, we have the newsfeed. Now, this course is broken up into 6 individual modules, and so shortly before each module becomes active, the newsfeed for that module will appear. It will discuss what's going to be going on in that module. It will note any news or developments relevant to the course at that point. And importantly, it will list all of the assignments, the lecture videos, the reading assignments, quizzes, discussions, activities, and link to all of them. The final widget, also on the left-hand side and at the very bottom, is the calendar. So you'll have 4 basic sources for determining what assignments are coming up and when those assignments are due. You'll have the calendar, you'll have the news and announcements page, you'll have the syllabus, and you'll have the contents page. Now, if there are any discrepancies or inconsistencies amongst those 4 sources, then please contact me immediately. Clarify it, make sure that I correct any typos, but I'm pretty sure this is in pretty good shape, even though I had to reconfigure the whole course from scratch. Now, let's turn our attention to the tabs at the top of our landing page and look at the resources that each of the tabs gives you access to. Let's start with our content page here. The content page will give you all of the course content broken into each of the 6 modules, as well as a link to the syllabus, which you can download, and I encourage you to do so, and the groups for the activity called the Evil Demon Lab that will occur, I believe, in the 3rd module. Each module then will describe the lesson overview, the learning objectives, and will give you that same standard set of links to lectures, reading material, and assignments. Now you might be wondering, well, what kind of assignments are we going to have this term? Well, there'll be 8 quizzes covering specific lecture and reading materials. There'll be 3 discussion prompts. There'll be 3 tests, and with each of those tests, there'll be 2 optional extra credit activities. The review covering the 2 modules that will be covered in the test allows you to earn extra credit points that will be added to the raw scores of your activities. The extra credit practice test allows you to earn extra credit points that will be applied to the raw score of your test itself. The maximum that you can improve your grade is up to the maximum score for that test or for each of the assignments. Finally, there'll be 2 enrichment activities that are intended to enrich your understanding of particular aspects of the course. All the activities will culminate in one or another kind of beach board quiz. The Russell quiz and the Toolkit quiz are about specific lectures and readings, whereas the Evil Demon Lab quiz will be a quiz that asks you to discuss what went on in the enrichment activity that's called the Evil Demon Lab. If you ever have trouble with a link from either the newsfeed or the content page to a particular quiz or assignment, you can always go to the quiz page and click on it directly, and it will take you to that. Those links will never be broken, but hopefully you won't have any broken links in the newsfeed or the content page either. One feature that I want to emphasize about the quizzes, the extra credit assignments, and the test, once you complete one of those beach board quizzes, then it will take you to a page like this that is a summary of your submission. It will tell you the questions that were asked, the answers that you indicated, and whether or not those answers were correct or incorrect. So for example, if you get an answer wrong, according to the test key, then it will indicate what the right answer was and what answer you actually chose. Additionally, you'll have this possibility for every test, every review, every extra credit practice test, and every quiz to click on the feedback, and there'll be a fairly extensive explication of what exactly made the choice and the correct choice. And so you'll be able to use those feedback mechanisms to understand how your test was graded and to further solidify the information in your mind. For instance, on quizzes, it will help you prepare better, I think, for the tests. Discussion assignments can be accessed both through the news feed and the content page and from this discussion page here. Each of these assignments has a prompt, a question that you are to respond to. You'll be asked to click on to the topic to start a thread, answer or respond to that prompt, and then shortly thereafter you'll be asked to comment on at least one other student's response to the prompt. I'll end this orientation by talking a little bit about the gradebook. You'll have access to the gradebook for all 15 days of this class, and as you complete assignments, they will be graded and entered into the gradebook. Many of the quizzes that contain true, false, multiple select, multiple choice questions only will be graded automatically and entered in automatically and immediately upon completion. Other assignments like the discussion, the Evil Demon Lab, and so on that have written components to the quiz will require me to grade them, and so it'll take a little longer time to get into the gradebook. If you want to know what your grade is, there are a total 100 possible course points, and the totals that accumulate here when added together should tell you exactly how many out of 100 possible course points you've earned so far in the assignments that you've done. I hope that you enjoy the class, you find it interesting. If you have questions or you're confused about something, please email me or come to my office hours. The first office hour will be on the first day of class, January 3rd, in that 11 to 11:30 period, following that Zoom link that is in the professor profile.